It's your boy Draco with a brand new series. I'll be giving my thoughts on this week's games and tell you how I feel about them. If you disagree with me or want to tell me something, comment down below and subscribe. I'll be bringing this series out every week after Monday Night Football is done. I'm going to have some random gameplay on just for it won't be boring, and enjoy. Alright, first game of the week, which was Thursday Night Football. It was a pretty good game, actually. The Packers versus Eagles. I thought it was going to be an ugly game since the Eagles were playing like dog shit all week. I mean, all these past weeks. I thought it was going to be a blowout, especially over there in Green Bay. I had made a bet on the game that Eagles were going to cover the spread, and they did. The spread was like, I think, +6. That means they can't lose more than 6. I thought it was a risk, but I took it and I won it. I was surprised that Green Bay lost, especially after the hard start. I expected a blowout, honestly, like I said. But after the first quarter, the Eagles hit a fucking switch. Because those motherfuckers were ass in the first quarter. I thought it was going to be a blowout 7-0 early. I was like, shit. Nah, but they turned up. Yeah, I know a lot of the Eagle players are injured. But those bums got to know how to catch the ball and stop dropping it. Like, I honestly feel bad for Wentz. The guy is throwing to fucking bums. And he gets criticized by Skip Bayless that he's worse than Dak Prescott. They are missing the best receiver in Deshaun Jackson. Alright, let's talk about that final play when Rodgers got intercepted at the goal line. Everybody on Twitter was roasting them, telling them why did they throw the ball, why didn't they run it, why didn't they learn from the Seahawks. They weren't that close to the goal line, but I get it. Aaron Rodgers forced a throw in there into double coverage, and it got intercepted. That sucked. If there was an interception, then the Green Bay Packers, I think they would have scored. They would have scored and won the game, but they didn't, and the Eagles took it, and they go 2-2. They're making their comeback. All right, next game. Let's make this quick. Washington Redskins versus Giants. Honestly, oh my God, Redskins are probably the worst team up there with the Dolphins. I don't know. Those two teams were garbage. I had a bet on Redskins to cover the spread, and those shitters did not cover the spread. Oh my, I feel like a dumbass. They brought in the rookie quarterback and Dwayne Hoskins, but motherfucker didn't even barely threw 100 yards, 3 interceptions. Yeah, he needs more time, but he had an awful showing. Giants, Daniel Jones, he had 2 interceptions. Not that good, but he still threw over 200 yards, and he got the dub. Ain't complaining. They went 24-3. If you're a Redskins fans, I feel bad for you. Giants, Daniel Jones is better than Eli Manning at the moment right now, and you guys are on a 2-win streak. Congrats. Falcons. I should say I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed at you Falcons. I bet on you guys to win this game at home, and you guys got crushed by the Titans. I should not be surprised. Marcus Mariota threw 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. Not bad, but Matt Ryan threw almost 400 yards, but no touchdowns. That's kind of crazy. Julio Jones only had 52 yards, which kind of a letdown. But this game was actually pretty pathetic from the Falcons defense, honestly. Marcus Mariota was not sacked in this game. That was crazy. Even though he's been sacked almost in every single game. That means the Falcons defense is pretty shit. Now, one last thing about the Falcons. Do I see them making the playoffs? I don't think I do. Their schedule, okay, they play Texans, which I think they're going to lose, even though Texans, don't let me get started on them. Hold on. They play Cardinals, which they should win. They play Rams. Nope, they ain't going to win that one. Seahawks, hard match. Saints, I don't know if Drew Brees will be back, but Saints, I'll talk about them right now. But their schedule isn't too hard, but still not a cakewalk. So, team making it in the playoffs, I don't think so. Only if they step up their defensive game and Matt Ryan starts throwing picks. Even though he didn't throw none last game, but he has already 6-7 picks this season, which is bad. Okay, this next game was a surprise to me. The Cleveland Browns versus the Baltimore Ravens. I thought this was going to be a fucking blowout. I thought the Ravens were going to come in and teach Cleveland a lesson, especially at their home. but they didn't. It was the reverse. They got beat 40-25, bro. Because the Browns have been playing like shit. Like, you can't even though they have 2 wins, those it wasn't even good wins. This is like their first good win. Baker Mayfield threw over 300 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Pretty good game actually. Lamar Jackson had a bad game though, 2 interceptions. The thing about Lamar Jackson, it's weird right now. The first 2 games he played phenomenal. The 2 wins they got and like the 2 losses they got. Yeah, he started off kind of rough against the Chiefs in the first half, but then he brought it back. But that game wasn't really close, even though the score maybe looked like it, but it wasn't really close. And against the Browns, he's been throwing some incomplete passes. And yeah, he had 247 yards, 3 touchdowns, but the 2 interceptions killed him. What I've been noticing about Lamar, he's been overthrowing balls. That could be easy yardage, but he overthrows them. I expect the Ravens to bounce back. They play the Steelers. They play the Steelers at Pittsburgh. Steelers, they look great today against the Bengals, but I do see Ravens, if Lamar can get his stuff together, that they should get an easy win right there. Okay, let's wrap this game up very quick. Patriots versus Bills. I expected, honestly, a blowout. And it wasn't really a blowout. Buffalo has a good defense. They're playing over there in Buffalo. And Tom Brady didn't have a good game. This was his first bad game of the season. He threw 150 yards, 1 interception, 0 touchdown passes. His completion rate was not that good. He threw 18 out of 39. That's not that good. Sonny Michael had a pretty good game. 17 carries, 63 yards. Average of 3.7. It's pretty good. Receivers all around, they had around the same yardage with James White, Josh Gordon. Julian Edelman had only 30 yards. They got a 6-point victory. The Patriots got to step it up a little more. Tom Brady got to throw more deep balls. People are saying he can't throw no more deep balls, but he can. Josh Allen, no one really expects much from him. 3 interceptions, 13 out of 28. Not the best. Actually, their backup, Matt Barkley, did pretty good. 9 out of 16, 127 yards. A little better than Josh Allen did, but he did throw 1 pick also. Frank Gore, what a beast. Let me tell you guys, this guy, he's been playing in the league since I don't know when. He had 17 carries, 109 yards, average of 6.4 per carry. That's pretty fucking good, not gonna lie. Now, this game for me was a little bit of a shocker, even though the results still ended the same with Chiefs versus Lions. I expected the Lions to come and beat them kind of handily, but the Lions did put up a fight. Patrick Mahomes had an uncharacteristic game. He did throw 300 yards, but he had 0 touchdown passes. That's kind of crazy. He threw over 50%. He threw 50% completion, which is pretty good. LeSean McCoy and Patrick Mahomes both had 50 yards in rushing. McCoy had 56, Patrick had 54. Patrick Mahomes did a good job of getting those, when he sees the pocket open or he sees no one's paying attention to him, he just runs, gets that first down, and everything's good. But, yeah, Matt Stafford was having a game. He threw almost 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, a completion of 21 out of 34. He was doing his thing, man, I'm telling you. He was giving to Marvin Jones, Kenny Golladay. They both had, one had 77, one had 67. They're doing the thing. They choked at the end, though. Their defense choked nasty. It's Lions at the end had a touchdown, which brought the score to 23-20. And honestly, I expected it to go to overtime. I thought, Chiefs, yeah, they're going to throw a bomb. Patrick Mahomes is going to throw a bomb. They're going to get a field goal and overtime. But no, they got a touchdown, which was crazy. This game was one of those games that did piss me off because I bet Texans to win against Panthers, and I thought this was an easy bet, and I ended up losing it. Texans, they were favorites over negative 200 at home, and they couldn't close it out against a Cam Newton missing Panthers. Panthers been struggling this whole season, but they beat the Texans because the Texans' O-line is complete garbage. They can't defend Deshaun Watson. He's a good quarterback. He just, he has no time. His O-line is trash. Hopkins, only 5 receptions, 41 yards is not going to cut it. The running backs did all right. We got Carlos Hyde with 58 yards, 12 carries, and Duke Johnson 6 carries, 56 yards. That's pretty good. But the Panthers defense was pretty good. Also, their quarterback Kyle Allen, he threw 232 yards, 0 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, but he was completing pretty good. 24 out of 34. Christian McCaffrey had 27 carries, 93 yards. We expect that from him. He's really good. He also had 86 yards in receiving, which is crazy. So Christian McCaffrey carried. He kind of carried. He had the only touchdown of the game, and the rest were all, field goals. But, I expect Texans to bounce back, but this was a disappointing loss. Raiders versus Colts. I thought the Colts were going to blow this game out. At home, they're like 7-2 at home. Their quarterback has been doing pretty good. But, always expect the unexpected. The underdogs come. Brissett, he had 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 265 yards. A pretty good game, except for the interception. Derek Carr came in here with 189 yards, 2 touchdown passes. Not the best yardage game, but, he did his job. Josh Jacobs is really underrated. I think he's a really good running back. In terms of our receivers, split all around. No major. Only Deron Walker with 53 yards, but nothing major. The defense gave up 31 points to an Oakland Raiders against Derek Carr, which is kind of disappointing. You expect better from the Colts. Even after the little 2-1 start, I expected them to go 3-1, but they didn't. Also bet that the Colts were going to win this game, and I lost the bet. Never underestimate the underdogs. Chargers beat Dolphins. That's all the recap we need. Seahawks versus Cardinals. Seahawks won. That's all the recap we need. Now, okay, let me just say this. The Bears beat the Vikings. Vikings, what the fuck, only 6 points. Come on, you guys can do better. I know it's Chicago defense, but the Vikings, I thought they were going to score honestly a little more. The defense did play pretty good. No Michael Trubisky for most of the game since he was out injured. Kirk Cousins, only 230 yards, no touchdown, no interceptions. That's decent. Diggs had 100 yards, which is pretty good. But other than that, disappointing for the Vikings. Chase Daniels, the backup, threw 200 yards, 1 touchdown, with a good completion rate, which was really good. And he gave it to Allen Robinson, mostly 7 receptions, 77 yards. So that's like 11 yards per reception. It's pretty good. And they handled business. Chicago, I don't know how offensively they're doing well, because I think, they're not that good offensively, but the defense is really carrying. Okay, Rams versus Buccaneers. If you guys didn't know, I'm a Rams fan, and this was just disappointing. I was disgusted with this performance from both our offense and our defense. I know we scored 40 points, but we gave up 55 points to Tampa Bay. What kind of fucking shit is that? Jameis Winston threw almost 400 fucking yards. What kind of shit is that, bro? Oh my god. Mike Evans had 89 yards. Goodwin had fucking 172 yards. Bro, we were letting these guys rape us. The Rams. Okay, Jared Goff, you may say, oh, he had 500 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, that's pretty, pretty good. He threw 3 fucking interceptions. Oh my god, Jared Goff. Jesus, throwing to double, triple coverage. Come on, bro. You got to read that better. Honestly, I don't know what to say about Todd Gurley. I don't know if he's still hurt. He's not having Todd Gurley-ish games like last season, Only 5 carries, 16 yards. That's, not good. He had 2 touchdowns, but, 16 yards. Come on, bro. Our receivers did our thing, Robert Woods, 164 yards. Cooper Kupp, 121. Brandon Cook, 71. Todd Gurley had 54 yards receiving. We're doing good. Just our defense was... And the interceptions, it's what really fucked us, because I know we had those 3 interceptions cost us 21 points in those drives, which was kind of fucking horrible. But, my Rams are going to bounce back. We know they are. Jared Goff's going to stop choking. He's going to play like he deserves that contract. Let's go. Broncos, you guys just choked that game. I think you guys were up 17-3. I had you guys winning the game, and you guys fucking lost. You guys gave up so many uncontested points to Jaguars. Oh my god. You guys even had the final touchdown at the end. But then y'all give up the fucking... Oh my god. There's like... You guys gave up I think a 40-yard rush from their end zone to midfield, which is fucking retarded. And that's what led to the field goal. Honestly, I don't know what to say. There's always some choke. Yeah, it was a 32-yard pass, which... Oh my god. Oh well. Bad day for betting, but who cares? Dallas versus Saints. I'm disappointed in you Cowboy fans. Come on, saying this is going to be a blowout, and look what happened. Jesus Christ. Teddy Bridgewater, who can't throw more than fucking 15 yards, really came out here and beat y'all. Yeah, it was New Orleans, but they won, you know. I thought Cowboys were going to win. Saints took it. 13-10, low-scoring game. Oh well, Cowboys, too bad. Final game of the week was Steelers versus Bengals. Both 0-3 teams, but I knew the Steelers were going to come out, get the dub, as I betted ML for them. I bet almost all my money to get my money back, recoup the money I lost, and they smoked the Bengals. You know, Bengals aren't good at all. Rudolph from the Steelers had a pretty good game. He had that one touchdown pass that was over 30 yards. He wasn't really throwing the ball deep. He was letting the running backs get all the work. But, you know, Steelers put in work, and that concludes this week's football. All right, to end it up, I'm going to do predictions for next week to see how many of them can I get right. Rams versus Seahawks. Give me Rams, even though it's at Seattle. Give me Rams all day. Jaguars versus Panthers. Give me the Jaguars. Cardinals versus Bengals. I think this is where the Bengals finally get their first win. Falcons versus Texans. Give me Texans. Saints versus Buccaneers. Give me Saints. Giants versus Vikings. Give me the Vikings. Bears versus Raiders. Give me the Bears. Khalil Mack's gonna be hype, so he's gonna tear shit up. Eagles versus Jets. Give me the Eagles. Steelers versus Ravens. Give me the Ravens. Bills versus Titans. It's in Nashville. Bills defense is playing pretty good, but I'm gonna give it to the Titans. Patriots versus Redskins. Come on, Patriots. Broncos Chargers. I give it to Chargers. Packers, Cowboys. Now this game is going to be really good. A lot of you guys are going to help me for this. I'm going for Packers. Sorry. Colts versus Chiefs. Give me Chiefs. 49ers versus Browns. 49ers keeping that streak alive. I got 49ers.